there, everyone. I'm Contessa Brewer. Police in Nashville, Tennessee now say the man who attacked a movie theater there was Vincente David Montano, and he was armed with a pellet gun. Authorities originally said the attacker had exchanged fire with police before being killed by a SWAT team, but the gun he was carrying certainly looked real. Again, it was an airsoft pistol, a pellet gun. Authorities also originally thought the suspect was in his mid-50s. Now they say Montano was a 29-year-old from Nashville. The attack coming so soon after the shooting in Lafayette, Louisiana, had some thinking it was a copycat. Beside the pellet gun, the suspect was carrying a hatchet, which he used to wound one theater-goer, and he also blasted several people with pepper spray. Authorities say Montano has a long history of mental illness.
In talking with Rutherford County authorities, it appears this individual has had significant psychiatric or psychological issues. They are reporting that he had been committed 4 times, twice in 2004 and twice in 2007. The Murfreesboro Police Department has informed us that he was reported as a missing person on August the 3rd after they received a call from the Texas Rangers. We suspect that his mother had reported him as a missing person after having not been able to reach him or have contact with him. The confirmation of the identity was made in the past 30 minutes. So there's a lot of background and research that needs to be done. We have no motive for this today. We need to see where he's been, who he may have been talking to, who his friends may have been. There's still a lot of work to do as far as his background.
David Begnaud is in Tennessee, joins us now on the phone. David, bring us up to speed on the investigation and how this all went down.
Well, Contessa, here's the deal. The investigation is centering around what they've known and been able to find out most recently about this man reported missing and his psychological issues. You know, initially when the first call came in, as you said, there was a report of a man in a theater with a gun. Well, he had a gun, but he didn't have the gun that everybody thought he had. This was an airsoft pistol, but he was armed with a hatchet. And so investigators say from the moment they responded, it was actually 2 officers who were doing a traffic patrol in the area who got flagged down, ran into the theater, and there was an officer who attempted to engage the suspect, but then saw a weapon in his hand. He retreated, and that's when the SWAT team moved in, and we are told that it was the SWAT team who engaged the suspect at the back door of the theater and shot and killed him. The hatchet and the gun have both been made public already. We know what they look like because Nashville police actually tweeted out a picture of both of these objects from their official Twitter account. They made that public about an hour ago. So as it stands right now, police are working to find out who is this man connected to? Does his mother live in Texas? Was he most recently in Texas with her? And what do we know about the 4 psychological incidents, if you will, or the fact that he was treated psychiatrically, 4 times? The question is, for why? As it stands now, the good news, Contessa, is no one was seriously hurt. We were able to interview a man at the scene. He says him and his daughter were pepper sprayed. They had superficial wounds, but other than that, no one was seriously hurt. We're told there were very few people in the theater, less than 12 in the theater at the time. I'm told by someone who actually lives in the area that this is a discount theater. In other words, they show movies that have been out for a little while. You get it at a discounted price. You go there. And that's, they were showing a film that had been out for a while. For many people in this area, Contessa, it's so frightening because it comes on the heels of Lafayette, Louisiana, where you just had another theater shooting. Then in Aurora, Colorado, you've got James Holmes, who's about to find out whether or not the jury is going to sentence him to death. And now you have Nashville. And for a lot of people, they're saying, yet again, here's another case where a man apparently has some serious mental issues.
Yeah, and David, the other thing is, not only did police not know that the weapon was an airsoft pellet pistol, they also didn't know what he was carrying. He was going in carrying satchels or a backpack of some kind, correct?
That's right. That's right. And it was interesting because there's a report that when he came out of the theater, he had an odor of something chemical smelled on him. And so when he actually emerged from the theater, he had a backpack, as well as an additional satchel, we're told. And so police say in the backpack they found they call a hoax device. Exactly what that device is, we don't know at this time. But the man did have two pieces of baggage with him in the theater. And we're also told there's a local report from CBS affiliate here that he may have been homeless, which would make sense with his mother reporting him missing recently. She hadn't found him, so he's been living on the street. So we actually have a crew en route to the area here in town. That was his last known address. We're trying to find out what we can find out about him. Who is this man? There's some pictures being floated around right now showing who he is. We have not confirmed them, so we're not going to share that with you just yet. But we have a full team here on the scene working the story, and we will be throughout the night.
David Begnaud reporting there from outside of Nashville, Tennessee. David, thank you.